So welcome to Made in Chafford podcast, episode 72. We're joined by three lovely ladies from the Three Exposed Pros podcast. We've got Sabrina, Shay, and Saskia in the building. Big up yourselves.
Hey.
Come on. Once again, thank you for coming. Once again, thank you for coming on the show. We're so grateful to have you guys. We've never had this many. Actually, we have, but like over Zoom. So I don't know how it's going to work, but I think a lot of fun is going to be had today. I don't know. Like listening to your podcast has been a real experience, and the only way I can describe it is like, because you guys talk about similar stuff to us, but it's just from a female's perspective. So it was very interesting. It felt like, in a nice way, listening to the female version of myself, if that like makes sense. Probably doesn't.
We found our males. We found our male comparisons.
That's it.
There we are.
As Jake said, ex-girl, she's the female version of me. So no, it's nice to. That was something that stood out. So how did you girls get into, like, for you? What was it that made you go, you know what, we need to start a podcast?
I think the idea came to me listening to, Chucky. You know, Chucky's podcast. Yeah, so I was watching that and I thought, because obviously we've known each other since like we're 13 years old, like young. So I was just thinking to myself, we could do this, but as a girl version in that kind of sense. In the sense of like, you hear like you have the receipts, but we don't really talk much about relationships because, to be honest, we're not that experts on relationships. I think because they're a little bit older than us, they have more experience than we would. And I just thought, well, we would like to talk about things that are like our age. Like I find like Chucky talks about finances and just stuff like that, but from our perspective as someone that's probably going through it. And so I remember calling the girls up, I think it was like New Year's Eve, and I was getting ready. I was like, I was listening to this podcast, I think we should create one. This was at the start of 2019 and now it's 2021 and we've only it's only coming to proper fruition, like in sense of we record every week and upload every week. But our first podcast we recorded in 2019 and we just didn't release it until a year later.
How come it took you so long to get your podcast out? Were you just like having second thoughts, or?
No, we just couldn't be asked.
Yeah. It's kind of like we had it all. We had the 2 episodes like edited and everything.
Yeah.
We had them just sat there, and then we're kind of like, oh, we don't really know when to upload it. We didn't know. It didn't feel right.
No,
to put it straight out there yet. So,
and I think it's with podcasts, you have to be consistent in order to get like real growth. And we just feel like, well, when we all worked at that point, we all worked retail jobs. And everyone's retail jobs are at different cities and different places. So no one's schedules were matching up. And because of the pandemic, we were all furloughed. And it was like the best timing ever. So I think that's why we were able to release it last year. But if it wasn't for the pandemic, I don't know if we would ever have released it, if I'm going to be honest.
It gave you the extra push you needed to be.
That's true. Because we had probably our most busiest year and tried to do the most we could in the pandemic. So I guess we encouraged them to tap into their creative side, because a lot of us just had time that we wouldn't have had otherwise.
Yeah. And that's literally what it was having the time.
Like we were learning how to upload it. I remember in March, just before I think we went out for our last meal, me and Shay, and I got a few days before that I uploaded the first podcast to Spotify just to see how it worked, and then quickly took it down. But I remember getting an email whilst we were at dinner like, oh, your podcast is live, and we were like, oh my god, this is like an insane feeling. So we're like, okay, we'll eventually release it once we can record more episodes every week, because we all three of us said we won't do it unless we could be consistent with it. And so thankfully since then we've been consistent since I think the 5th of May was when we released the first episode.
So you know the episodes that you had from 2019, by the time you released them, were they just not relevant, or like
I mean, to be fair, luckily we didn't mention any like key dates. Like we didn't say the pandemic. We didn't mention anything like about life. We talked about, because it was the first episode, we talked about school. So that's how we met. So we thought if we're going to release a podcast together, we should probably talk about how we know one another in the first place. And then the second episode was about money, and we're all poor.
So how did you meet? How did you meet in
that's
school?
Still going on now.
Exactly, we're still poor, so it's like it was relevant since 2019. So never.
Did you meet in school? Were you in the same class, or what was this?
No, not at all. I don't know how to. Saskia probably knows this one best, because Saskia's the one that made friends with us separately first.
Yeah.
Well, we weren't in the same form, but we were in. I went on the bus with Sabrina, and I had classes with Shay, I had some classes with Sabrina, I think.
Yeah, later on, because obviously GCSEs.
Because I got on the same bus with Sabrina, and I was friends with, I knew her friends, like I spoke to them as well. So I ended up speaking to Sabrina, and I kind of knew someone that Shay was hanging around with, and I got to know Shay through that as well.
Yeah, I remember us talking about Chinese a lot. And that's kind of how we bonded.
Food was our bond, and then Sabrina, I think we were just both savage. I think that was our bond.
But yeah, that's how we became friends. Are you guys from, what's it, the other episode I listened to, I think it was last week's one, where you guys were talking about, walking home. Who had the PlayStation 5 in their backpack?
The PlayStation 5.
PlayStation.
No,
I was really impressed then. I was like,
PlayStation time travel, you know?
Had that back in
No, when they had a PlayStation in the back of their backpack and went to school with it. Imagine going to school.
Someone did that at our school, Sabrina.
Who?
That little kid in my sister's year group.
Oh.
His name, but you know, he was he got kicked out for stealing the teacher's money out of her purse.
Wow, what school did you guys go to?
He's got a PlayStation, just got to show everyone he's got a PlayStation.
Oh my god! Oh wow! Oh,
yeah,
but yeah, no.
It's time to go. No, he can't be in the school. Surely he got excluded.
Huh?
He did.
Surely
he did get excluded.
Oh. To be
fair, even I can't be on his side. I'd be like, your time's up, mate.
The only time I was thinking you were going to mention the time we put the teachers, like those IT monitors, like the computer monitors in school. One time we pretended to put some stuff into a teacher's bag and pretend she was stealing it because no one liked her, so we were trying to frame her for theft. I thought you were going to mention that.
No, I don't remember that.
I don't even remember that. Oh,
that's crazy.
Some bastard children. What is this? What kind of behavior is this?
The worst bit of it was we went to a Catholic school. We all went to it was a Catholic school, so it was just a different type of Catholic school. I've never heard of anything else like it. It was so small. It was ridiculous.
No, that's bad.
You man,
I've heard of some situations, but
Demi, are you sure these are the women equivalent of us? Because they're sounding kind of mad right now.
You'll be like, bro, I swear we're innocent, bro. What is this?
You rookies in this game.
That's next level.
We left the life behind us.
That's mad.
Some of us did.
Some of us did. What's that
going
to mean? What's that going to mean?
I'm talking about Saskia.
I was about to say, yes, she robs us.
No,
it's fine. It's not.
No, I didn't do anything like that.
Who's the worst out of you lot? Like in terms of just on madness.
Listen, this is a debate that we have quite often because we can't agree.
No, wait. Shay's more mental than I am.
That's not true.
No, you have Shay. I mean, you tried. You stabbed someone with a needle in textile. I did it. I would never cause physical harm because I know I would lose.
You know what? They might just be like
friendship.
The female version of us, you know, because we used to do that in science. we used to get compasses and stab each other in science.
Yeah, I mean, mine was in textiles, and he was annoying me, so I told him to put his finger underneath a sewing machine, and I put my foot on the pedal, and it just went.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I'm not funny. If you're dumb enough to put your finger underneath the sewing machine.
Exactly. I can't be blamed. Surely I can't be blamed.
No,
I'm sorry.
But then Saskia's the most ruthless in terms of if she does not like you, she will not even acknowledge your existence.
That's not true.
That's the problem.
Not true.
That is true.
That is very true. There's many people, and the thing about Saskia is people love her. Like people really want to be a friend, but if she doesn't like you, that's it. That's done. And it could be the smallest thing. It could be this one girl refused to hotspot her once, and she refused to talk to her for the rest of sixth form. She's like, no.
I respect it.
Yeah, it's on site. I hear that.
Wi-Fi. Share your Wi-Fi.
We're all trying to get this education. Why are you being stiff? I respect that. I'm the same. I guess, who would it be for out of the three of us? Collins has his moments, actually.
Who's the worst?
Who's the wildest?
The wildest? Nah, it's not me, man. I'm reformed.
Listen.
I think Demi's the worst, you know. I'll be honest with you. When Demi gets in his bag, no one's stopping him. I'm telling you. You need to see this guy when he's in his element. Eman's a Christian man, a
Christian man.
faithful man. And I'm somewhere in the middle, to be honest with you. But Demi's a wild boy.
Let me. Do you think it's you? Is it you, Demi, or is it one of these?
It's definitely me. With no comparison.
See, he owns up.
Yeah, at least you got a consensus. You all agree.
Yeah, one of us has got.
Yeah, I'm on 100. If need be, that's there's no in the middle. Like it's either we're going hard or going home.
See,
so that's just me. But that's why I can't wait to be back outside, man. I'm missing it. They need to free us. This has gone on too long.
April 2021.
April 2021, is that what you're saying?
Let my people go.
Listen, I'm trying to get back to them brunches, man. Clink, clink, motherfuckers.
The brunches were good. I threw up in my last brunch. Oh, I absolutely ruined it. But it depends. I was throwing up everywhere. But the thing is, Prosecco's dangerous. It's like you don't like it, but you just drink it back. You just knock it. It's
a hell of a drink.
I can't even force myself to drink Prosecco. No, I'm sorry. I hate it. I think it's disgusting.
2 glasses, you'll be feeling the bubbly.
I remember, where did we go, Debbie? We went to some a bar in London once after work, and like it was happy hour, and we're just like, you know what? We don't even care who's looking. We're just gonna get bare Prosecco. By the end of the night,
the world was spinning. You know that? Oh no, it's not fun.
Finish.
But
it's a dangerous drink, man.
For real. Okay, so girls, the reason why I put this topic down was because you guys discussed it recently on your podcast, and I was like, yeah, I'm trying to see what the lads say as well on this topic. So the first time I ever heard it was on Love Island. Liv Atwood said she's got the ick. For those of you that don't know, the ick is like that. If you're seeing someone or you're talking to someone, it's that like ugh feeling, you know, like it's everyone's felt it. Once you feel it, you know you've had it. So I guess I want to ask the boys first. Collins, have you ever had the ick?
My ick is a bit controversial. I feel like my ick is like food. I'm not a vegan advocate, but it kind of makes me take a step back. In my head, I'm like I'm a carnivore in a way. So it kind of makes me
Saskia.
I'm not on it. Sorry, Saskia, but
Saskia.
Oh, it's the same. Oh, okay.
I can't stand. Oh God, that's when they preach as well about it. Why are you eating meat? Why are you eating meat? You're killing animals, and I don't care.
Listen, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. I'm not trying to be all healthy. No, I think that's mine probably.
No, I respect that, and I guess for me. See, there's instances. So this is a crazy one. She was a lovely girl. Like we've seen each other for a while. Like I can't complain. Our time together was nice, but it wasn't necessarily an ick. But it was something weird that she did, and it was she liked the worst film in like trilogies or like just films that are like considered bad, no matter what. So it started off like you know we was chilling, and she said, "Do you want to watch Shrek?" I'm always down to watch Shrek. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a classic.
Like love Shrek. It's a classic.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've gone toilet. I've said, you can put the film on. I'm going toilet. I've seen Shrek numerous times. I know what's going to happen. I come back. Shrek 3 is on. So
what?
What?
3?
Yo, listen. It gets worse. I said, I thought you were putting on Shrek. Like I did. I was like, yeah, but you said Shrek, not Shrek with numbers, like, you know. She goes, oh, yeah, I put on Shrek 3, the best one. I said, no.
It's not.
I thought she was trolling. And the thing is, it didn't stop. Like, she continually had, like, ideas on what's the worst in like a franchise. Like, she'll like Harry Potter 6 or one of the more boring ones. And I'd be like, what are you doing? And it just used to jar me so much because everything else was like, she was so fun to be around, but when it came to picking films, it was a nightmare. It was a real struggle. But yeah, that Shrek 3 moment was life changing. I was like, I don't even know if anybody likes this film. Before that day, I hadn't seen that film since I watched it in the cinema when I was however old. I would watch Shrek 1 and 2 continually, even Shrek 4, but I'm not watching Shrek 3.
There's 4?
No, Shrek 4's no good.
What's in Shrek 3? What's Shrek 3?
No, I think 4 is good.
Nah.
Right. No, which one's the one with Rumpelstiltskin?
Is that 3? I thought
That's
that's 3.
Rumpelstiltskin's number 4.
Yeah,
then what's 3?
Number 3 is when they had Justin Timberlake in it.
Yeah. 3's okay, but it's not that good.
No, are you kidding me? I think
4's the worst.
Unwatchable.
4's the worst.
I think it's the opposite. I think 4 is a good film.
Should we all say?
No, 3 and 4 are both abominations.
Should we all say which one's our favourite Shrek at the end of 3? So at the end of 3, we'll all say which number is our favourite Shrek. Because I think there's going to be one where someone's going to say 4.
One's saying 4.
Someone's saying 4. So I'm going to go. I know which one mine's favourite. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
2.
1.
It's 2.
It's 2. Yeah.
I knew this was going to be the answer. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why that 2 is not the favourite, because there's no 2 without 1. So you can't tell me 2 without 1.
You can say that about anything.
Well, you have to understand that always when there's 1, that's just the intro to the story. Do you get what I'm saying? 2 is where you get excited. There's the budgets. Yeah, there's more stories.
Yeah, there was budget for that one.
This is with every single trilogy. Do you get what I'm saying?
See, I can't. Shrek 1's number 1 for me. I love it.
No, the second one's more funny.
It's not. Exactly. I think it's good. I think it's good.
Fairy godmother, please.
She is. It is.
Her diet is ruined.
In terms of like the actual production, it's good. But I think just because 1 was like my favourite forever, I think it will forever be the number 1 for me.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, it's better than 3.
Oh, 3 is terrible.
Yo, I learned a painful lesson that day, man.
Eman, what's yours?
Eman? Yeah.
What's my ick?
Or have you had a situation where you've got the ick?
If I'm right, I'm right.
Yo, that's toxic.
Do you know what I'm saying? No, it's not toxic. It's just if I'm right, I'm right.
We might as well end this call now, to be honest.
No, the thing is, like,
explain.
I feel like, to be honest, I'm not. I most of the time I don't really care. Like whatever happens, like it's cool, it's calm. But you know, if I'm right, then I know I'm right. Do you get what I'm saying?
But what do
until you prove me wrong? Until you prove me wrong. But most of the time, if I know I'm right, then I know I'm right. But that's basically it's not even an issue. Majority of the time, it's just sometimes if I know I'm right, I'm right.
No.
What if you're not right?
No. What if I'm not right?
Yeah. Sometimes we all believe we're right, and then someone shows us we're wrong.
Then I'll fully apologize. Then I'll fully be like, yo, that's all right, cool, it's my bad, whatever. But if I'm right, I'm right.
But does it take you?
Do you mean like when you know you're in the right in a situation?
Facts. Like I've got facts and proof.
Facts.
Oh, okay. I can give that.
Yeah. Like if I know I'm wrong, I'm gonna just apologize right away and say, you know what, my bad. You know what, that's something I shouldn't have done. So on and so forth. But if I'm right, I'll be like, yo, I know what you're doing right now. You just waste my time arguing something, which is not right. But you know I'm right. So yeah.
Okay, that's fair enough.
That made more. I was glad you the route you went with that in the end. Girls, tell us yours, because I know Sabrina had a mad one with that chocolate. I can't remember how the story goes, but I thought, wow, this is ridiculous.
That was honestly that was recent.
Your man are really losing their chances because of chocolate.
There was no need. There was literally no need for that chocolate bar to be sent to me. To be fair, I'll give him this. I wasn't that interested in the first place. I felt like I should give people. I thought I don't give the right guys a chance. You know, us girls, we only go for the guys that we want. But sometimes it is a nicer option there. We just don't always go for it. So I thought, okay, I'll let this one, see how this one goes. Just talking to him, just messaging him. And he goes, oh, I've gone to the shop. I was like, okay, like that's fine, like whatever. And then he sends me a picture of a chocolate bar, but like a chocolate bar like this. Right, like this, like a thin chocolate bar. I was like, why are you sending that to me? Instantaneously icked. Gave me the ick. I called Shay. I was like, I can't talk to him anymore. She goes, why? I was like, he sent me a picture of a chocolate bar. It was so childish. Like it was such a tiny chocolate bar. I couldn't anymore with him. He was gone. He was gone.
You know.
He was gone.
I can't believe it.
That was it.
Was he sending it to you because he's like curious as to why you wanted it, or was he asking you for one?
He literally just sent me a picture of a chocolate bar out of nowhere. And I was just like, you don't need to show me your chocolate bar that you picked up around the corner shop. I'm not 10 years old. You're like, he was older than me. I think he was like 28. I was like, at 28 years old, you don't need to send me a picture of a chocolate bar. There was no need for that.
Big man age.
There was no need for that.
Your age.
There was no need for that.
No,
so
but that's so. It's like someone sending I drew a picture. I drew a picture for you. Have a look at it.
Okay, yeah, that's wild. That's wild. I get it now. I'm with you.
But yeah, that was it. I think just like little things you like. Oh, I wasn't that keen on you in the first place. That's just going to put me off. So, yeah. So he was done for.
You can't win.
Yeah, because if you had entertained him, he would have sent you a picture. He would have sent you a picture of him doing his shoelaces or something like that.
Oh yeah, just but then some guys are just so I don't know.
Over chocolate bars.
But like, why was he proud of that though? I can't. Why?
Yeah, there's nothing from that. Like, what's there to be happy about sending a chocolate bar? I hear that. No, I hear it. I see it now. I see it.
If a girl sent you a picture of a razor, like just the one that she picked up from the Tesco's, like just a razor, what are you going to say to that? What do you have to say to that?
Like,
nothing.
I don't know, but
nothing. Nothing at all.
I think the problem was you didn't like him enough already. That's the problem. I think if when you're going to get the ick, like you're already in a position, you're looking for a reason, I always find, to not like the person, and they give it to you, and you're like, yo, I'm running with this. I'm out. Like, this is gross.
Yeah.
So I think because that's minor. If I was talking to someone and they sent me a picture of an eraser, I'd be like, don't get it, but how was your day? Like, I'd just probably bypass it. But you saw that chocolate bar and you said, yes, this is my out. I've been looking for it. It's here. Hot girl summer's gonna continue.
No, to be fair, I even called Shay.
You denied a 28-year-old over a chocolate, you know. That's nice.
And do you know what? Even after that ick, I still went on a date with him. I even went on a date with him after, and I literally texted him straight after. I was like, I see you more as a friend.
Damn.
Like, I literally, to be fair, I had to, because he was asking where we were going to go next. And you know, that's the one thing, guys are presumptuous. Don't automatically think we went on date one, you're going to get a date two. You might get a Shrek 1, but you ain't get a Shrek 2 sometimes. And that's it. And then so I said to him, I was just like, I don't see you like that. I didn't mention the chocolate bar because I was kind. And I thought that's very nice of me.
I don't see how you would mention the chocolate bar.
He's going to watch this episode and be like, why did I do the chocolate bar? Should have done something else.
Like old and you're taking L's like that. Yikes.
Yeah, but who does that though?
I don't even know.
Who does that? I mean,
it is strange. Shay, what's yours? What happened to you?
Right, the one that I said on our podcast was them disgusting jeans. Their voice.
What type of jeans? Give us some context.
It's right. It's the jeans. Man. They've got like lines on the thighs. The girls know what I'm talking about, and they've got like cutouts. And there's too much going on the jeans, and they're just not nice. And I see them, I'm like, why are you wearing those? What does that say about you?
I threw mine away straight.
You have them.
I had them. Listen, when I had them, it was for my birthday 2017 when we went to Ballerton. I thought I was dripping. Listen, what?
That's the thing. When men have these jeans, they wear them with confidence, and that's not good.
To be fair, I haven't really worn them since, because you know what? There's not a lot they go with because they're ridiculous now that I look back at them. And yeah, they're not that nice. And I've seen a few times. It was funny because I saw, just before I listened to that episode, I saw on Twitter, like, some girl said, this is the best form of contraception, and it was those jeans. And she had like 20k retweets.
Sick.
Yo, God's trying to show you a sign. If you want to enjoy summer, throw away them jeans.
That's hilarious.
Straight into the bin.
So what's the ideal jean? What's the best type of jean? Are we talking Levi jeans? Are we talking...
I don't even care about brand, you know, just normal jeans. I just want you to wear normal jeans. But I don't really like... It depends, because I don't like men wearing skinny jeans.
That's
what they look weird.
Are we doing 2005 jeans? What jeans are we talking about?
That's the thing. I can't do men in skinny jeans, but at the same time, I don't want your jeans to be too baggy, because then you look
what
like...
What am I going to wear?
You just can't win.
I know this. It's a very specific kind of jean that I need you to be wearing. But I won't know till I see it.
If you're wearing skinny jeans and your legs are skinnier than my legs, oh, it's a no-go too, because I've got like calves, and I'm thinking to myself, if you haven't got the same, not it has to be the same size, but if it's like this, the skinny jeans will highlight that to me, and then that would put me off. See?
Yeah, but you know what it is, right? Let me just say something. So me, like, it takes time for men to build calves. I don't know why it is, but I hear what you're saying, but like, I can't really relate because my calves are not that big. Like,
Do you feel offended? Oh yeah, are you hurt by that? Oh yeah,
I'm triggered.
Just don't wear skinny jeans and you're fine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're not wearing skinny jeans, I will never know, and it's too late. You've already got a child on the way, so it's too late. But now, beforehand, I see the skinny calves. I'm like, oh, it's not really for me, to be honest.
Strip or drown, you know. Wow.
It's a hard life. It's a hard criteria.
Then again, somebody could easily turn around and just say they don't like certain people wearing, like, you see white Air Force Ones, right? Just, if they're not clean, just don't bring them out. You know what I'm saying? Just don't. Any shoe, if it's not clean, just don't bring it out. Do you get what I'm saying?
See, now this is what I'm.
This is what Shay's doing.
I can't be asked to clean my shoes. I'm sorry.
You have to clean your trainers. That's the first thing my brother taught me. Make sure your trainers are clean.
I can't come
outside with dirty trainers.
They're going to get dirty anyway, so why am I cleaning them?
They're going to get dirty, but at least just like, you know, it doesn't have to be super clean, just like presentable. Do you get what I'm saying?
I get
like,
it.
I don't want to see an Air Force One, where you see where the sole just comes straight, and then all of a sudden the sole's like this. This is where your toe sits, and then, I mean, like, just, come on, like, please.
Please.
Oh, fair enough.
Saskia, what's yours?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got lots. Right.
Jesus,
where do we start?
Listen,
vegan.
I'm not down.
Right. I'm not. Even like my friends. Like, I couldn't. If Sabrina was a vegan, I don't know if I'll be friends with her.
Oh.
If she was a vegan,
that's a bit
I
too
don't think I'll be
much.
friends with her. It's just. Maybe it's my dad's fault, but I just can't. I just don't like it when they preach. Do what you want, but don't preach to me and tell me what I can and can't eat. That's all. That's what I'm asking. And transparent arrogance. It's when you like, someone says, "What's your name?" Says, "What does my name badge say?" Like, come on. Where do you work? You know where I work. Like, I see you all the time. You see me all the time. I mean, please don't pretend like you don't know my name's on my name badge. Fuck off.
Actually, doesn't your name badge say Nicole?
There you go. I get called Nicole at work, and I'm happy with that.
So you're Nicole.
My name badge says, call me Nicole.
Why can't they name Nicole at work? How does that happen?
Oh, I lost my name badge, and then I got someone else's, and I haven't changed it in like 2 years. So now even customers call me Nicole, and I'm like, yeah, that's me.
Wow.
I like that.
So what happens when you become famous? Isn't that Nicole?
I really do.
Every customer you ever say, like, oh, I know a girl Nicole that looks like her. Yeah, she looks a lot like Nicole. But to be fair, I wish my name didn't say Sabrina on it. When I used to work at Starbucks, I used to hate it because people would actually call you out. Or, you know, when you like serve someone, they're like, oh, thanks, Sabrina. I'm like, that's creepy. That was not.
That was weird. I don't like it.
That's your name.
My actual name.
It's a strange man. Like,
it's kind of like when you're at work, you can differentiate yourself from yourself out of work.
Yeah, you're just a person that works there. I'm not Sabrina whilst I'm there. I'm miserable. So I'm no longer me. Yeah. I'm somebody else.
And like, it's fair enough if people you work with call you by your name. But when people that you're serving call you by your name, I'm like, you don't know me like that. Listen, you don't know who I am. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
No, but yeah,
I understand that. It's just it's that boundary sort of thing. Like, all I've done today is given you a coffee. Like, why are you trying to say my name and that? What is this? Destiny's Child. I hear that.
Do you know what? Some of them get personal as well. I remember one guy I served once at the drive-thru because I worked at Starbucks drive-thru. The next day he came in. I wasn't working that day, but gave a little piece of paper to one of the people that worked there. He goes, "This is for Sabrina," but he couldn't spell it right, and he was asking me out on a date. I was like, this is why. Cool. I told them, I was like, this is why we shouldn't be wearing name badges. I told them this. I said, this is why.
Also, how do you spell Sabrina wrong?
Yes, I was thinking.
No, but to be fair, he wasn't like English or anything. I think he was like Romanian or something like that, like Eastern European. And he was just a bit like, Yeah, he was.
Nah, that's no excuse. You can still spell Sabrina.
No, it is. You can spell it a different way if you wanted to. But yeah, and I was just like, this is why it's getting a bit too comfortable. You know, when you have to be really nice at customer service. Yeah, so I was like, I was too nice.
You know what it was? You were too nice. You gave him too much anointing. That's what it was. All he gave him was coffee. That's what it was. And all of a sudden he's feeling anointed. He's like, yo, Sabrina, my darling. Serve me coffee in the morning.
Yeah, exactly. He came with a sheet, and then he came around a few weeks later because obviously he wrote his number on it. I didn't text him, and then I remember the ding, and you can hear someone's voice. I was like, no, this is him. This is him. So I ran to the back, had to get someone to answer the drive-through. They're like, oh, is Sabrina here? She's like, no, she's not working today. And then that was it. He goes, oh, I thought I heard her voice because it was me. I did answer it because I don't know who it is straight away. But once I heard the voice, I was like, shit. I was like, yeah, I'll run to the back. That
actually segues quite nicely into our next topic, which is our jobs, like first jobs in retail or like just first jobs in general, because most of them are not fun, and it's something you do for that nice little paycheck. Obviously, Sabrina just gave her experience in Starbucks. What was everyone's? Just throw them at me.
I'm still at mine, so I can't name it, but I called it a cult.
A cult?
Okay. Yeah. I call it a cult. I refer to it as a cult, and it keeps catching on because I'm at work sometimes. When I was, before furlough, I used to say, "Oh, I'm here at the cult," and I was like, I said, "Oh, I mean work." I keep mixing it up, but I keep calling it a cult. Or
you can't do that when you're at
my
work.
Family and to my friends. And my manager goes, "You what?" I said, "Oh yeah, I'm here." Yeah.
I'm curious.
God.
Very curious.
A hint would be the yellow prison.
Yellow
prison. If you know. Yellow. What's yellow?
My first job was at Primark.
Same.
Yeah. Hey, look at us. I was like, I think I was 19. I think I was 19 turning 20. And that was a fun time.
That place is awful to work at, man.
It's the worst. Actually, it's not the worst, but it's bad.
It's not good. I remember one time, I went back to buy a pair of jeans from there, and they thought I was stealing from there.
Yeah.
The Lakeside one, the one we live in there, yeah. So I came back from uni, this is a while ago, and I just bought a pair of jeans, and basically there was two pairs of jeans. There was one that didn't have a tag on it, and I picked up and I looked at it, I was like, why is it saying got a tag? So I thought nothing of it, put it on the side, grabbed the ones that had a tag, paid for it. As I walked out, 6 security guards come up to me like, hey, we have it on camera that you stole this pair of jeans. I was like, first and foremost, wow, that's still a pair of jeans. I really got my flipping receipt here. There's only one in my bag. And second of all, I used to work here. Like, why would I steal from here? No respect.
Reparations, man.
Ridiculous, man, honestly.
That's mad.
Why not? Would anyone want to shoplift at Primark anyway?
Exactly.
I don't know.
You'd be surprised. I reckon they need billions in shoplifting.
True.
It's just girls trying to steal earrings.
I know what it is now. Right. I know what it is.
I was about to say, I thought you guys would have known more quicker than we would have. Like, not all of our friends would know because we couldn't shop there because we live in different cities. And mine doesn't have it. Shay's doesn't have it. But yours would have it.
Yeah, it's in London.
Yeah.
And it's in Birmingham and Manchester. It's still
right,
there, and it's a cult.
You know what? It's a cult because some of their customer service here, like, bruv, I'll just be walking by looking. I worked in retail. I worked at Next, right? I worked in a warehouse and also worked at the shop floor. Yeah. And whenever a customer comes in, you have to ask them the question, "How are you today? Would you like any services?" Like, no. All right, then cool. Just continue with what you're doing. I walk in, everyone's just looking at me as if I'm robbing something. I'm like, what have I done to you? And this was last year as well. This is not me being like a little boy. This is me being a grown man.
Oh, that's bad, man.
But yeah. But
I'm the same with every customer. I treat them exactly the same. When I ask you, do you want a bag? And they're going, yeah, I need a bag because I said, don't tell me the reasons why. Do you want a bag?
It's a yes or no question.
If it's raining outside, I need a bag because I used to be really talkative to customers. And then, as the years go by, I'm just like, Leave it alone,
jaded,
please.
Yeah.
Leave it alone.
I heard that.
Customer service of the year.
Oh yeah.
But when you know you got the job secured, there's no point in continuing to like pretend.
Oh no.
Yeah, you're off probation, so it's like
they can't get rid of me now.
Oh,
I'm
man.
stuck here.
I had a mare at one of my old jobs where I was like, so I worked as a temp at Clark's, and I was like getting shoes for like kids and stuff like that. And basically, it was only for like a temporary role, and I assumed at the end of my probation I was going to get let go, but I wasn't 100% sure. So I was serving a customer, and she ordered like 5 pairs of shoes. So I brought it down for her, and then my manager called me and he's like, "Hi, can we have a quick chat?" And she was like, "Oh yeah, unfortunately, we're not gonna keep you on. Would you like to like take your bag and go?" I was like, "All right, cool, say nothing." Grabbed my bag, left.
There and then.
Not knowing that this lady still has 5 pairs of shoes just chilling with her, and like she's like waiting around for an hour, like where's my customer service, like where's my sales advisor gone? And there's me just chilling at home. And then
that's their fault though.
How did you find out it went down like that?
One of our friends called Nicole, she used to work there, and she texted me afterwards like, "Collins, you do realize you haven't served your customer?" I was like, "Oh shit."
Well, you shouldn't anymore. You don't work there anymore.
Exactly.
Why should I serve her? You let me go.
As soon as they told me I was let go, I was like, see you later. I'm out of here.
I washed my hands of that situation.
Done.
Gosh, now them first jobs, they really teach you that how far you're willing to go. Because mine was at our local, or not, it wasn't like one of those difficult jobs. Was at our local pub. Fuck, I forget the name of it now. The San Martin. Anyway, I was working there, and I used to work in the kitchen, and it'd be them ones where it's like it's closed, and everything's patterned for you to go home, and then all of a sudden, last order will come through, and I'll never forget. Still in my nightmares, I hear this sound. And the orders come through on this thing, and the noise it makes is like, and then it'll be the worst, the hardest meal to make. Someone will be like, a group of lads, probably just before they're about to go out and Buzz Vegas, they'll be like, "Oh, can we get six mixed grills?" And if you saw that come through, that's when you start smashing things, man. And it's like, that's it. Like, I swear to God, I'm gonna quit at some point if this continues. Those jobs, man, they'll show you how far you're willing to go as a person. Because you need the peas, you have to lose some humility to do it, man.
No. Well, it's my favourite bit, because I don't work in retail anymore, but my favourite bit about retail was when everyone was miserable together. Like now, I can't go to my colleagues and be like, "Oh, you guys just as miserable as me." Like, I can't say that anymore. But when you worked at Starbucks, we would all stand together like, "Oh man, this is not worth the money anymore, guys. We don't get paid well enough. There's a franchise that pays us more." I can't do that anymore. It's actually quite sad. I miss that like retail companionship of just being all miserable together, and that's the best bit about retail. The job is shit, but everyone's like the same age. It's so much more fun. That's the only good bit about working retail. Like your weekends aren't that bad.
That's true. I feel like you don't realize how bad your job is until you start going full time. Like when you're part time, you used to work like the weekend, everything. It's just like all the people the same age as you. You're all chilling. You're all having fun. When you see people during the week, especially at Primark, everybody's fucking miserable during the week. It's quiet. It's dead. Everyone wants to die. I'm like, oh my God, this is awful. It was genuinely awful. I hated it during the week. At least at the weekend, it's busy.
Yeah, exactly. Stuff to do.
How quiet is it on the weekday? Because that place it always seems like it's popping.
To be fair, at the one in my hometown, it's not really. It's a city, so it's not small. But it's not like a big one like you'd find in London or wherever. So we'd have people coming in, but it'd be most just like you just folding stuff all day. And like sometimes I'd be in the changing room and no one would come in. But like, cool, I have nothing to do. I'll just stand around. There's no clocks, there's no music, there's no nothing. I'll just stare at this wall, I guess, for 7 hours.
Your Primark really needs to go online. Like, I still don't understand why they haven't made that decision. Is there something we're missing? Is there a reason they don't want to do it?
I think it's to do with their margin.
No, they're not going to do it.
Apparently, they'll lose money if they go online because they have to pay more for their shipping and stuff like that, and therefore their prices of clothes will have to increase. So it'll probably be the same as Boohoo.
But they've already lost billions already, so.
True.
Yeah, this pandemic tried to kill him, man. Try to put him in a split.
So when they went 24 hours. They went 24 hours, didn't they? At one point.
Did they actually do that?
Yeah, there was a few. and there was like people. There was a queue for people that wanted to go to
why
at
do I
3
need to
a.m.
be in Primark at 2 a.m.? Like
night out in Primark, innit? That's the new way.
I say you might want some fluffy socks.
Let's go get lit.
Imagine. I can't.
Fluffy socks, midnight.
Yeah, you never know. That's true. All right, so this is I guess it's an interesting topic because it's like shows we've watched because of maybe your significant others got you into them, or they're usually associated with the other sex. So it doesn't mean guys can watch girls shows and girls can watch guy shows. There's nothing stopping you. But certain shows we know they're directed to a certain demographic. So you know how, for me, a prime example of this was I got into America's Next Top Model and Gossip Girl. But I wouldn't have got into it had I not been seeing someone at the time. Very thankful for her to get me into those shows, especially Gossip Girl.
Yes.
But yeah, is there shows like that for you guys that you've been introduced to?
I've escaped the Rick and Morty pandemic or whatever that was. I've escaped that.
Pandemic.
That was a full of mess. Do you know what? My boyfriend now has loads of cups from his ex-girlfriends that just kept on getting Rick and Morty cups. Because they used to watch it together. I was like, yeah, that's not happening with me. I'm not watching that with you. But like when you're with a couple, you know, like every couple has like a show you watch together. That was like everyone was watching Rick and Morty. I was like, that's not happening to me. One of those is Breaking Bad. I'm still
Breaking Bad's cool.
Yeah, Breaking Bad. I don't know. I can't deal with blood and stuff, so that's kind of hard for me to watch. I'm like squinting half the way. But Breaking Bad's the one. But it's decent. At least it's not Rick and Morty, so I'll take it.
Rick and Morty's amazing.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Have you not watched the show, or you just
not a single? Once I know a girl's been watching it with
absolutely.
somebody else, absolutely, you're not seeing me watching it. I refuse. I'm big.
So you're making a statement with it.
You will love
You're
it,
making
you
a
will love
statement.
There's a statement.
No, you're missing out.
I'm
not gonna be one of the others
because of that.
I'm not gonna be one of the others.
There was literally two different girls, and there's at least two different cups that were purchased from two different girls that used to watch it. I was like, do you think I'm gonna be number 3? There's just no way.
Spun 2 girls into Rick and Morty. Well done.
Gotta smash them cups, boy.
He's got them.
Accidentally break them.
One of them's plastic. You would have to burn it.
Yeah, that's fine. Burn it.
Just burn it. Oh, it's just on the hob. Never mind, don't worry.
Like that. Nah.
Yeah, it was literally I walked into his room. I was like, why do you have this cup? He goes, well, at least he was honest about it. He goes, yeah, there's someone, like when the girls got it for me once, and he goes, I don't like him because I don't even like the show.
Move me to the grave. Wow. That's an argument waiting to happen. Like,
to me, I think I was quite good with it. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
nothing ever gets suggested. Nothing ever gets suggested with the Rick and Morty. I mean, it's a cup.
You denied a man over a chocolate bar.
Wow. Listen, that is crazy.
You will let things go when you want to let things go. I didn't want to let the chocolate bar go.
She was looking for She was looking for a reason.
He was. I just wasn't feeling it.
I got quite a few. I got one recently, actually. We watched Blink Empire. I don't know if you guys have heard of it.
Oh, that show was fire.
Blink Empire.
I thought say Sabrina.
I literally I finished that. Yeah,
that was good.
Recently,
she put the first episode on, and I was like, I'm not watching this. 5 hours later, we'd finished the show, and it's actually pretty good. You guys are right. It's a good show.
It was good. It was decent.
That homeboy that was with what's his name? Her name is it Kelly?
Andrew.
He is a madman. He is off the beam. There's something wrong with that boy, man.
He's off the edge. He's on. I don't know what was going on with him. It's where he's shouting on the phone, goes, "Fuck you!" I was like,
kind of toxic as well, because he's actually tapped, and then he'll be all calm and be like, "Yeah, so we're just gonna tap things through." Boy, he was on the phone yelling like top of your lungs.
No, my favorite episode was when he was out when the therapist asked him to leave the room, and he was like on his knees, like praying.
There's something wrong with him. I hope he comes back for season 2 because I need more of that.
I think Power Rangers will let him go after that. I think there was too much energy. Power Rangers have got to let him go. He's already done the season.
Yeah, he was a madman. Yeah, like the way Power Rangers works is like you're probably the Power Ranger for like 3 years, and then when the time is done, you move on. Yeah, so he's not going. They're never going to have him back. He's not coming back ever.
Not after that.
Not without us. it was pretty bad.
The thing is, he was so good looking, but he was crazy. Like I was just like, I don't care.
Was he? I don't.
He was. Saskia, do you agree?
Yeah, he was, but he was mental.
So it scares you. It doesn't matter how good looking you are. He was good looking, but that scared the hell out of me. I was like, no. I was like, she needs to go. But once you're in it, some girls, once you're in it, you can't get out, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
Even what's his name? Was it Kevin? He was trying to help her get out. Took her on a nice date.
Yeah.
He was going in too hard for the kiss. That was
the game was lacking, man. He was moving.
No, I'm going to say this. This is a bad opinion, but I think Kevin is just as toxic, but in a different way. He's that friend. He's that guy just on the wings, but like it's like almost like just waiting for things to mess up, and you're like, that's dodgy.
He just liked her.
Yeah, he might do, but the way he went about it so quick. But then, to be fair, that could be just because it was on a TV show, so you never know. Because I think it's all acted. Like I don't think it's real at all.
100%.
Who Kevin should have tried to be getting with was what's her name? Is it? I think it's not the one that's with Andrew. The one that was trying to find her.
The
dad.
DJ.
Oh yeah, the DJ.
Yeah, he should have been trying to get with her.
Yeah, I think they will. I think that's what's going to happen.
Season 2, I need it. Does anyone else have any examples? Eman, do you have an example?
You're on mute.
We can't hear you, bro.
I can't think of one at the moment. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, I've got one. Watchmen.
Go for it.
You seen it?
Hey, that was fire.
The TV show.
TV show, yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that was really my dad's. He made me watch the movie, and I thought the movie was quite shit because my dad kept saying the movie shit. I kept no, it is because the comic book is a lot better than the movie, and the movie doesn't seem to get the fact that these people are losers. Why is Zack Snyder like making out like they're cool? They're losers. That's them living their glory days. And it's like the movie's not really showing that, but the TV show was really good. Like that was really good.
The TV show was amazing. They did a lot of like how they adapted that Tulsa shooting in America, because I didn't know about it, and then they flipped it.
Know.
Yeah, it's crazy. It was really good.
In history, man.
Really good show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and The Office. Let's not forget.
But you just wanted a reason to big up The Office, didn't you?
The Office is good. The Office is actually top 10. Absolutely, this man makes it. Man. The middleman himself.
Top 10. Nah, I don't know about that.
I don't think it's my top 10 show.
I think it is.
But I was really hesitant to watch it because since I'm at uni, that some guy was saying to watch the US Office. I was like, nah, I've seen the UK one. It hasn't got Ricky Gervais in. I'm not going to watch it. But I was wrong.
I haven't watched the UK one. The UK one's like dry.
There's a UK one as well.
Yeah, it was the UK one first. Yeah, I was about to say the UK one was first. I think that's what made Ricky Gervais, I think.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Although he's just a waste of time, to be honest.
But whoa. Tell us how you really feel about Ricky Gervais.
I don't know. Honestly, I blame my ex-boyfriend, to be fair. Because I remember we broke up, and then the next day he was tweeting about Ricky Gervais. So I was like, nah, he's a waste man. You go through a breakup and you want to talk about Ricky Gervais. What's wrong with you?
Ricky Gervais.
What's wrong with you? Your heart should be broken. I'm out of your life forever. You want to talk about Ricky Gervais? Talk about trying to take your mind on things. You know what I mean? So I was
Ricky catching a stray out of nowhere. That's crazy.
Actually, couldn't believe it.
Like he might have been going through it. We all deal with breakups differently.
With Ricky Gervais. You
can't back that then. You can't back it. Leave it.
I love that now. This is Ricky Gervais' fault. It's Ricky Gervais' fault.
You know what? I remember because he was like tweeting or something, and it was like, oh, because he loves dogs apparently. And I was just like, right, who cares? You should be broken. You should be upset right now. You should be crying in the corner. You should be upset in the corner. But right now, you want to talk about Ricky Gervais. Okay, let's talk about Ricky Gervais. Why are you such a dickhead? That is what we should talk about. But yeah, so Ricky Gervais and me aren't friends.
Right.
What would you do if you met him?
To be honest, I don't think I would say anything at all. I'm an absolute wuss. I would say like your dogs, and then just walk away. Just walk.
Oh, okay. All right. Final topic. I don't know if you all saw what was going on with GameStop and Wall Street. It seemed like a madness. Basically, the rich were saying, "Yeah, we're not allowing poor people to get rich off of our business model." So that was intriguing to watch.
It's not what happened. That's what
it looked like, bro.
Nah. Right. So the thing is here, I was really I'll talk about it from the beginning of the week, right? So I was really questioning why certain companies are worth the amount of money they are today, right? And why they should be valued at such a high price. So I had this conversation with a group of guys on a different group chat, and I also had this conversation with Collins, right? But this was about another company, not GameSpot. GameSpot or GameStop? Which one is it? GameStop. So pretty much what had happened with GameStop is that we're currently in a pandemic, and the Wall Street guys, so banking institutions, investment banks, hedge funds, they all saw that from the financials, GameStop is about to fall. So you might as well go off and short it to make money off of it. A group on Reddit turned around and said, hey, listen, boom, we see what you're doing. Let's just have a bit of fun. Yeah. So they went and bought shares into GameStop. And for some reason, it increased 16 times. The price increased 16 times. So at the time, it was $19 or £19, I believe. And it went all the way up to $350. So all the people that had shorted GameStop, collectively, the amount they have lost is $70 billion.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I was about to say, because all I saw on Twitter was like, silhouettes, red silhouettes, and then just stock. That's all I saw. The red silhouettes.
Silhouettes and stocks. That's another episode.
That was just whatever was on my site, like my feeds. I was like, what's everyone getting into stock for? But okay. So what's the rich? So they don't want us to invest in anything anymore?
No, currently at the moment, I think a lot of these individuals who are investment bankers, banking institutions, and all that other stuff, they have seen the financials, they have done the research to say that GameStop is about to fall.
Yeah.
So they know what's going on. So that's the reason why they shorted it. So that's why now all of these apps, where you can go off and you can buy shares on these certain apps, they've said, no, you can't buy that share because it's a high risk. But at the end of the day, someone has collectively made, because they've lost 70 billion, so someone had to make that 70 billion as well. Do you get what I'm saying? That's what's currently going on in the market right now.
That's why Robinhood is getting all the slack right now, because that app in particular decided to do that. But there shouldn't be any rules. Yeah.
I kept seeing that on my timeline. I was like, I don't know what the fuck this is.
Yo, Robinhood is trying to rob the hood. I can't believe it.
Quite literally. It's crazy, man.
I've never invested.
But it's kind of nice in a way, because when you think about it, whenever there's like a financial breakdown or people lose loads of money, these companies always profit off of it. So when you see companies like GameStop or like AMC, which is a massive chain of cinemas in America, that was also going to go down. Now they've been rescued and people are also making money from it. So it's kind of poetic, and people are kind of likening it to, like, you know, the poor empowering themselves and stealing from the rich. So it's a very, very interesting situation.
It's a mood. It's a mood.
You know what the nice thing is? So the people such as the hedge funds, the banking institutions, all these investment bankers, they have turned around and said, we need to regulate the stock market because this shouldn't be happening. But for all this entire time, this has actually happened. Do you know what I'm saying? So they've always made money from situations like this.
Pretty
much. Because it's in the book.
This took less than 2 days, and the White House was like, "Yeah, we're getting involved. Like, we're gonna put a stop to this." You won't
the
put
White
a stop
House.
to this. All this. Yeah, basically, President Biden came out and was like, "Yeah, this can't go on like this. Like, this is a madness." As soon as people were trying to profit and make money, they stepped in quick.
Crazy,
wow.
These will take ages. Yeah, it's a madness. This isn't going to go away.
Wow.
So I think we'll be seeing more stock chats and silhouettes on the timeline.
Yeah. But it's funny. It's funny the fact that me and Collins, we just had a brief conversation about a particular company, and I said, why is it valued like this? And me personally, I think that this company is bogus. And I mean, they're highly valued. So if someone was to do the opposite to that company, or they were to do it themselves, a lot of people will be pissed. But we'll wait and see what happens.
I was going to say, are you not going to say names? You're not going to say names?
I'm not going to say no names. I'm not going to say no names. Because a couple man are thinking the same way I'm thinking, but these guys, they have the money to do so. I don't have the money currently at the moment. But I just want to see what's happening. This is episode 72, so huh?
Is this one of them ones where like if you don't have the piece to invest and take the risk, you can't?
Remember what I said in this episode? If I'm right, I'm right. Yeah. And what I'm seeing, what I am seeing is most likely right. If it's wrong, then cool, innit? I'll put my hands up and say, yo, this is what I thought. But if I'm right, I'm right.
I can't wait to see how this plays out then.
I would say I'm not going to invest in anything. I'm like, you know,
I don't know shit about stock market. I watched The Big Short. I don't understand The Big Short. I'm out.
That's a great movie.
I'm out. It was a good film. Do you expect like all these terms?
Other than that, it was boring.
That's a good film.
Yeah, that was a good film. It was nice to watch like the big banks fail, but then you think to yourself, yeah, if they fail, so do we. So
yeah, it made me sad at the end because I was like, none of them got punished for anything, and everyone lost their houses. I was like, this is not a happy ending.
Yeah,
that's how
I was sad.
It's a true story.
I know, but still.
He was like, this like a positive.
I don't know. I was like, yeah, they're all going to go to prison. Everyone's going to get rehoused. Yeah, everyone's going to be fine. And it wasn't.
America's corrupt. So corrupt.
I mean, yo, that whole country is built on corruption, racism. Like, it's a hellhole. It's a third world country in a Gucci belt. So.
That is what they're saying. Yeah, it is. That is very true.
Love that.
Gotta love it for them.
So yeah, I'm not surprised.
You can't catch us going.
No, you can't. What, you wouldn't go back? You wouldn't go to America at this point?
I've been once. To New York just like in January with the uni. The uni paid you to go. Like all I paid was like £300, and they took us to New York, hotel, everything. So I was like, okay, I'll go. That's like, when are we gonna go to New York for £300? Never. So I went, and I was walking down the street. It was like a jaywalk or anything, and some guy was just like, "You fucking bitch." And I was like, "Okay, all right." Okay,
yeah, but that's that New York energy. That was gonna happen.
I think. And then
I'm walking here.
What's a jaywalk?
Jaywalk is when it's like you walk across a street, but you're not supposed to, because legally you have to walk when the time, like, you know how you have a red light, like the lights here, and like it goes ding ding ding, you can go. But if it's not going off, then you can't walk across the street because technically it's jaywalking. Yeah. But so it wasn't like I was like doing something illegal. I was walking with everybody else. There was a lot of people. It was the middle of New York. I was like, there's a lot of people here. And I went to McDonald's at 7 a.m. and there was a man literally, I'm shit you not, getting his heroin ready. I shit you not. I was like, it is 7 a.m. here. Okay. You start early. You start early. Like, we're here early.
Man.
It was in McDonald's. It was in McDonald's. And he was like,
man was like injected.
He was like doing something. I was like, I saw needles. I was like, this is where I've got to
crazy.
go. This is when I have to leave. And I've never gone back. But we wanted to go to Miami last year, but then pandemic.
Panoramic.
You remember the panoramic?
It's crazy.
Oh god.
But yeah, that's it. I don't think I'll go unless it'll be. Actually, do you know what? I can't expect it to be anything less than what that was. So I've just got to break it next time and just expect it.
Are you trying to go Miami, the cocaine capital?
Yeah, it's what I was saying. To be fair, it's going to be the worst. I thought it was Colombia.
Toilet. Type in your birthday and follow it with Florida Man. So just for example, mine would be 6th of February, Florida Man. Disgusting stories come up. Like that state is a mazza. Would not recommend.
What? Is it just not good vibes regardless?
Maybe Miami is, but like Florida as a whole just seems like craziness.
A mess.
I think it's because they get too much sun.
Too much sun.
Too much. Every time I listen to it,
fried in the head.
Remember we were like said we were going to go in the group chat. I'm like, guys, let's go to Miami. You two were like, yeah, let's go. And I was listening that whole Friday. I was at work in the office and I was playing my Will Smith Miami the entire day. It was like vibing to it. I was like, yes. And now you shoot, not 3 weeks later, lockdown. Is that right? So no Miami. Oh, that's gonna be a no, guys. Maybe next year. That's also.
Yeah, no one's going anywhere this year.
No.
Apart from the influencers, you know, they can go wherever they want.
I'll do what they gotta do.
Dubai.
You see that go on TV?
Why are you hating on influencers though? Like they're out here influencing.
They're out here.
Nothing they do, any of the pictures they take, like they could have done this at home. You know, like that's how I feel. They're not doing anything special. These people are dumb. That lady that went on Good Morning and was like, I have to do this, like, and I'm here to inspire people. You ain't inspired a lick.
When you think about it, they have to sell a lifestyle when you think about it.
That's true.
That's what you're there influencing. Do you really think you can go out to Grace Beach, doing jumps?
It's a lifestyle that we can't afford.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a lifestyle that you use as inspiration for your life right now.
Yeah,
that's what it is. Feel me?
I'm not even trying to hear
it. I'm not looking at anyone in Dubai and thinking to myself, "Oh, I wish that was my life." I'm looking at them just like, I want to be out of my house. Not that I want to be where they are. I just want to be out. And it's just, I get it though. I said this in our episode. I said, if I was an influencer, you think I would be in Dubai? I'll be in Dubai too. I don't mind, but
it's them acting dumb and being like, "Oh, we need to be here for our job."
Yeah. Like, just be straight up. Just be straight up.
Be there. Like, have fun. Yeah. don't let us stop you, but don't also make like be there like we're dumb. Like,
yeah, exactly. I don't know why she went on this morning and talking all this shit about trying to motivate
you. She was not obviously smart. She's not got good management.
She was the wrong person to go represent them because it was not a good idea.
I've never heard of her.
And now they're all trying to come with like try to get out of it. What's it? Kaz is like, "Oh, I live out here. Like, this is where I've been the last few years." But no, that's just not been the case. Like, obviously, you've only just gone out there now to start taking pictures. But it is what it is.
I live here now.
I live here. Do you have property? I want to see the mortgage. I want to see the mortgage papers. That's for the shit. But no, we can only hate from the outside. We can't even get in. So who are we to talk?
That's a fact. You hate from the outside of the club. You can't even get in.
You can't. We can't.
Word to Chris Brown. All right. So, girls, thank you so much for coming on. Please tell the people where they can find you online and where they can find the podcast and stuff like that.
Hold on. Music selection, bruv. We've almost forgot about this.
Ooh.
How can I forget? Well remembered.
You must just pick the ones we did from last week, innit? I suppose.
I guess we can. I don't know where he disappeared to. Right. Or do we just basically, girls, what we're gonna do now is you just need to tell the people what songs you're listening to at the moment.
Oh, okay.
I'm listening to Bobby Brown, his whole Don't Be Cruel album right now. I don't know why. My dad brought it up, and so I'm listening to it. I'm sorry. My prerogative is everything. Yes.
If you could pick one song from that album, which one would you pick? Because we have a playlist. My prerogative, yeah.
Yeah.
Shay, you have to go first because I need to make sure I'll get the right one. Oh.
I mean, I'll be honest. I just like listening to Beyonce's Coachella set over from the beginning again because I'm obsessed with that. I don't know how many times I've listened to that.
Coachella set
she was my
hold on people, you know.
Oh, it was so good. She was my artist of the year last year for Spotify Wrapped, and I think mostly because I listened to that album so many times. Like when lockdown 1 was going on, I went on my walks and listened to that whole album. And I was doing my walk. I was like, yeah, power walking. I loved it. I'm obsessed. I'm hooked, honestly. Truly.
One song from it, what would you pick?
Oh, now you're asking. Oh, wait a minute. Can I go by section? I want to go by section. All right. So it's from the point after. Oh wait, let me get the album up so I know exactly what song I'm talking about because I know which section this is.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
That's what I had to do.
Oh, you go while they're trying to get up their choices.
I know which one is.
Oh, Sabrina, go then.
Mine is the Sunday Service right now, vibing to them at the moment, and it's from obviously they only have one album, which is Jesus Spawn, but my favorite song, which is like I play on repeat, is That's How the Good Lord Works. That one is a banger. It's just so uplifting. I love that one.
Good choice.
Yeah. Kanye's done some amazing work at the moment. That's what I'm going to say.
Right, I found the section that I love. I found my section. It's right after the Bugaboo roll call, right after there, all the way down to the Buzz drum line, including the Buzz drum line. That whole section, can't get enough. Can't get enough of it.
There we go. That's it.
Collins?
My pick, I think it was Fredo, Back to Basics. It's from his new album. It's quite good for his standards. I don't really like his projects like that, but I feel like he kind of outdid himself with this album. He actually done really well.
Agreed. Yeah, I really enjoyed his album. I think there was a few albums that dropped over the weekend. I think for me, he had the best one, or the one I enjoyed the most. My choice was Glass Animals, Heat Waves. I came across the song quite randomly, but it's such a lovely song. Like,
I love that song.
It's a good song. They got into their bag. I really enjoyed it. It's not something I'd normally like, but yeah, no, they've
Glass Animals are good,
themselves.
man. They're good. I like them.
Do you rate them?
Yeah.
I saw that it was the song Heat Waves that I liked was from an album, so maybe I might give it a listen because I know they've got a song on there with his name escapes me now.
Are you talking about Denzel Curry?
It is Denzel Curry, thank you.
That was my song of the year on my Spotify Wrapped.
Really?
Yeah.
I have to give this a listen now.
I was obsessed. I loved it. I love it.
Okay.
It's good.
Perfect. Where's this boy gone?
I'm right here.
Oh, is he here?
Like,
Sorry, do you know what? It's because you was on my first screen and now you're back and you disappeared. So
you keep moving. You're darting around everywhere.
Give us your choice.
Well, I have a few choices, but for the previous one that we dropped, the choice was I'm Working with Giggs and Georgia Smith. I really like that song. There's one song I'm constantly listening to, but I really want to put this other song on first, but I'll mention this one. So this one is Liv Loves Luger by Amani Caesar and West Side Gun, right? That song, I love the song, but then when I saw the video, I just fell in love with the song again. But the song that I'll put on for this week's playlist is Chipmunk and Bugsy Malone, Gromflex. That should be a banger for the summer, but yeah, I'm gonna put it on now just so that people can vibes into February.
If you're right, you're right. So you're right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If I'm right, I'm right. You know what I mean?
How do you feel about Chip's album?
It's all right. It's not it's not mid, but it's just I probably would have expected a bit more from Chipmunk because I've listened to all of his albums that he's released, let's say within this decade, and it's been all right. But then with this one, it just didn't hit the same. So
I hear that. Yeah,
I would say it's a 7 out of 10. But next week we'll probably have a discussion more on that album. So yeah.
Fair. Demi, I'm gonna put you on the spot. Could you pick one for this week? Because you might as well give. We gave last week. So
for this week
as well.
Training Day by Lowski and Mo Stax. Great song.
Okay.
Again, didn't know. I mean, I'm quite into Lowski, so I'm surprised this didn't come on my radar. But yeah, no, I've recently come across it, and I'm really enjoying it.
That's good, man. Mine is One Asen. He has a new song. I forgot what it's called. It is Buried Alive. I quite like it. It's really good. I'll add that to there as well. Yeah. Perfect.
All right, girls. So now you can tell us where we can find you online, all of that good stuff.
So we don't do much online. So we only have our Instagram page, which is 3 Podcasts, because our name's far too long for anything else. And then we have Anchor, but that distributes to like Spotify, Instagram, Verbal, whatever we have. Yeah, and stuff like that. So you can find us on there. That's it, really.
Perfect.
Thank you.
All right. So once again, thank you so much for coming on. It was so much fun. I really enjoyed the discussions. I don't think that chocolate bar story is ever going to leave me, but thank you for sharing that with us.
Be careful, guys. Be careful. Stay safe.
Yeah, I'm not buying chocolate from now on. That's it.
That's it. You can have chocolate, just don't send a picture. There's no need for it. That's all.
I'll remember that. But again, thank you so much. And yeah, take care. Episode 72. Bye.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, see you later.